But as Jesus taught the attributes of prophetic leadership, he often highlighted the need for perseverance. Lately, some popular voices have promoted the idea that maybe persecution can be resolved through an optimized gospel presentation. And from their perspective, then persecution is the consequence of a poor or unoptimized gospel presentation. There's no need for perseverance because the gospel can be optimized for universal acceptance. But honestly, this may be one of the most dangerous deceptions facing the church today. To say that Christians must change the gospel to avoid persecution is to embrace a man-pleasing gospel. And such logic presumes that we can present a more faithful and more effective gospel than Jesus himself, because Jesus, the most faithful gospel witness ever to walk the planet, was tortured and crucified. But we think that we can optimize the gospel. We could correct the missteps in Jesus' presentation to avoid that persecution. And Jesus spent a great deal of time describing the trends of the generation that will proclaim the gospel to the ends of the earth. It's beautiful and glorious promises. But persecution accompanied every one of Jesus' descriptions. Persecution is not only present, but in many cases, it actually catalyzes the expansion of the gospel. So from a biblical perspective, the generation that proclaims the gospel to the ends of the earth, that generation will be the most faithful witness of any generation since Jesus himself, fully empowered by signs and wonders and every biblical promise that you could list. Yet, it will still be the most persecuted generation of history. Even that generation cannot escape persecution. But I think nor would they choose to, because of the redemptive function that persecution historically produces for the gospel. Perseverance will be a primary attribute of prophetic leadership in that generation.